I have some stoles, those long liturgical priest scarves. They're from Guatemala. They do look nice, but there's also a story about where they came from. Not my story. Maybe not mine to tell. This is the story as it was told to me. His name was Stanley Rother, and in 1968 he volunteered and was assigned to the parish of Santiago Atitlan on the shores of Lake Atitlan in the highlands of Guatemala. He had worked in the Roman Catholic Diocese of Oklahoma for 5 years, and then was assigned to this mission work. He wasn't the best student in school, and almost didn't even make it into or out of seminary because he struggled with languages, especially Latin. But he was very much a priest of the people. In the highlands of Guatemala, he learned the language of the Tzutzuil, the people he lived amongst and ministered to. It is said that Tzutzuil is one of the hardest languages to learn in the world, and he learned to speak it fluently. He also helped to translate the New Testament into Tzutzuil. He helped build a health clinic in the community. He farmed, even his own corn, which he knew is sacred to the Mayans. He respected the Mayan traditions and incorporated them where he could in the liturgical life of the church. He had also made note of the traditional weaving styles, and after asking about the weaving, some of the local women made him stoles. He encouraged them to make more, and helped them organize to make and sell them to help support themselves. He loved the people, and the people loved him. They called him Aplas, which is Francis in Tzutzuil. His middle name was Francis, and in Spanish he was known as Francisco. He was committed to them. In the late 70s and early 80s, it was the beginning of the Civil War years in Guatemala. He, like so many others, had received death threats. He wasn't politically active, but he was a community leader. By early 1981, already 11 members of the parish had disappeared. His family and community back in Oklahoma were concerned about the growing violence, and they begged him to leave. So he left. For 3 months. He couldn't stand it anymore, and said, "If I have to die, I will die there. I want to be with my people." He returned. It is said 3 masked men came to the parish in the middle of the night. They broke into the room he was sleeping in. He told them, "You will have to kill me here. I won't go with you." So they beat him and shot him. That room is now a chapel dedicated to God in memory of Padre Aplas. The bloodstains and bullet holes are preserved on the wall. His body is buried in Oklahoma, but the Tzutzuil asked to keep his heart. It is buried behind the altar in the parish of Santiago Atitlan. His heart is with the people he loved and who loved him. No one has greater love than this, than to lay down one's life for one's friends.